Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. A very busy weekend. We're going to do some sightseeing here in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Like I mentioned before, I'm up here for work. This is my 6th year doing this. Since we're up here for 2 months and we don't want to stay in hotels because we're up here for 2 weeks at a time, then we get to go home. Our company rents us a house. So we've had this house for a long time. We get it every year. It's up here on Monaco Lake, which is about a mile from Lake Superior. It is a absolutely beautiful house. Got a nice bear up there. Yeah, we're very fortunate they let us rent it because we would drive ourselves nuts if we had to stay in a hotel room. So here we have all our full kitchen and we each get our own rooms and whatnot. So very fortunate on that. So the first stop, our first location, we're gonna go into Sault Ste Marie, Michigan and explore that a little bit. And I think tomorrow we're gonna go to Mackinac Bridge and look around there. I've been over it several times, just never stopped and looked around. So we're gonna go to the Sioux first, and then we're gonna go to Mackinac Bridge. So here we go. So we're in Sault Ste Marie, Michigan. This is the farthest north you can go on I-75. I am awkwardly sitting in a KFC parking lot to start this video off, and everybody's looking at me as they drive through the drive-through. This is where they send me for, I talk in the previous videos about work travel, so this is where they send me for work. If you continue like 2 miles north, you will be in Canada. Actually, Sault Ste Marie, they call them the Twin Saults because there's part of it that's in the US and there's part of it that's in Canada. So you have the Twin Saults, you have Sault Ste Marie, Michigan, and Sault Ste Marie, Canada. The Twin Saults are actually very historical. This place has been around since I believe like 1700s, possibly earlier. It's a very important town because it's the only way to get raw material by boat down to the southern United States and the southern Great Lakes. So like there's a lot of mining that goes on, southern Canada, Wisconsin, stuff like that. Everything has to be put on a boat, shipped down Lake Superior, and funneled through Sault Ste Marie to get basically down to the straits and whatnot in the southern United States. Also, what's kind of cool is where they send us for work, it was an old military base. It was built in basically Cold War era. That way, if Russia would ever send something down to the U.S., we could intercept it before it got to Chicago or Detroit or New York or something like that. So it's kind of cool that where we actually go for work was kind of a really big, important historical marker. So today, just like back in the 1700s, Sault Ste. Marie, still very important. All boat traffic comes down through here. Because we're right on Lake Superior, tons and tons of lake effect snow. So it ain't nothing for them to get a foot, 8 inches to a foot every, all overnight. It's common. People adapt to it. People know how to drive in it. It's just what they do. But snowmobiling is very, very popular up here. I'm sure some of you watching this possibly have maybe been up here for to go snowmobiling, but it's very, very popular. They got miles and miles of trails. I mean, you can go from Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, all the way to Wisconsin on a snowmobile. That's just that's part of their economy. That they rely on snowmobilers in the wintertime. The original plan was to do Mackinac Bridge today and then the Tour de Sioux tomorrow. But the weather isn't exactly the greatest right now. The bridge is about 45 minutes south, and I want to be able to see the bridge, so hopefully clear weather tomorrow. So we are up here in the middle of nowhere. I mean, the bridge is 45 minutes south of here, and the next nearest town is like probably upwards of an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours away. But it is a normal town. The Michigan side is smaller than the Canadian side, but I mean, it's normal. I mean, there's Walmart, Taco Bell, Meijer, McDonald's, all your Wendy's, all your big restaurants are here. You have 2 main grocery stores up here. There's a Ford dealer, a Chevy dealer. Right now we are going through their downtown on our way to the locks. And it's just a norm. They got a hospital. It's just a norm. I don't know. It's just a normal town in the middle of nowhere. And apparently these people really like snow. So these are the heart and soul and what basically started Sault Ste. Marie. Way over there, that is actually Canada. That is the St. Mary's River. So if you don't know what a lock is, these locks were opened in 1855, and basically they haven't stopped since. They do on average about, they say 10,000 boats per year. So basically what a lock is, up the river there where it comes out of Lake Superior, there's rapids, and there's a 21-foot drop, they said. So basically ships come in here and they lower them and are able to continue. So basically they come in here and they pump all the water out to lower the boat where it's basically almost 21 feet down, and basically to bypass the rapids. So it's like an elevator with water for the boats to continue south. It's kind of, I mean, the history is crazy. I mean, all your goods that you guys use or everybody uses in the southern United States from up here crosses that waterway. So it's really cool, the history. A lot of maintenance. They shut them down in January and February and the beginning of March for maintenance. But summertime, they're busy. So you can come up here in the summer and do tours, all kinds of cool stuff. Canada, right there. How you doing, eh? All right, so this right here is called the Valley Camp. This is actually a museum. This is basically a big freighter they use, like, that transport all kinds of stuff down the lakes. She's pretty big. She got some length on her. This is actually a museum that you can go and tour, and there's boat tours over there. You can tour the St. Mary's River, all kinds of stuff, but obviously everything's frozen, so you can't do it now. So this is pretty cool. Definitely a camera does not do it justice, because that's a big boat. This is the back of the boat. That's the St. Mary's River out there, if you can see that. Not completely froze yet, but got a nice layer of ice on her. So it would be cool if this was open. So this Valley Camp, tons of exhibits focusing on the Great Lakes ships, shipwrecks, and the Sault Ste. Marie area. Two major exhibits include the Edmund Fitzgerald, lost November 10th, 1975, and then there's snow on the bottom. I can't read the rest of it. But yeah, the Edmund Fitzgerald actually went down to Lake Superior. Pretty cool, or it's not really a cool story, but a tragic story about a ocean freighter or a liner like this that went down because Lake Superior is a B word. So this is kind of cool. This is Cloverland Hydro Power Plant. It is a very creepy building. I've went by this several times at night, and it like random lights are shined up on it, and it looks really, really creepy, like straight out of a horror movie or something. But it is, I would say, probably 500 yards plus long. So this is my 6th year being here. 6th year coming up here for work, and I have never been to this place. Gosh, I about fell. Falling again. So this is called the Tower of History. I have no idea what it is, but it is a very, very large concrete structure of some kind. I'm guessing you can go up. I think it has an elevator. You can go up when it's open, but like I have no idea what it is. Like I am underneath this massive structure. Like I don't know. It's abstract. Oh, there's ice. I don't really know what it's for. I have to look up the history with the poipus of the Tower of History. Let's go back to the car. You can hear that behind me. Sounds like a bunch of bees. That's the I-500. We'll swing by there in a second. Let's go back to the old car and do the Googles and see what this is. All right, let's see what the Googles has to say about this. All right, so soaring 210 feet above Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, and the Soo Locks, the tower has observation platforms for visitors to get spectacular views and photos from the world's busiest inland shipping canal. It was built in 1968 by the Catholic Church as a shrine of the missionaries. The shrine was meant to blah, 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 blah. That is a large shrine. That is a massive, massive concrete structure. 210 feet of nothing but concrete. So I apologize, I cannot get any footage of the I-500 because it's tucked back in, the track's tucked in behind the college, so I can't really go back in there without paying to park and all that jazz. So maybe I have a coworker that's there, maybe I'll steal some footage from him just to show you what it is.
Ross Erdman down under the bridge. 1 lap to go. Erdman, he leads. Look at Joey Birch close the door. He's coming.
The white flag is flown.
He's coming. Joey Birch on the back end as he tries. He closes more.
He's there.
Joey Birch down on the inside. Erdman with what's going to happen here as those two sleds.
He's there. He's by him.
I think Joey Birch made the pass down there. He did. He'll push up the track. He's up into the burn. Erdman tries to come back. Here comes. Look at the airtime of Joey Birch. He just absolutely lost. Now contact with Erdman. Again contact.
Never seen this.
Contact down the straightaway. Everybody trying
Never
to.
Seen this.
This is side by side.
Holy cow, I think the 19 got it.
I think the night. Now big contact here. Boy, oh boy, as that was a big contact.
So we're headed out of the Soo back to the house. It's about a 4:35-ish minute drive from the Soo back to the house where we're staying. Not a lot of stuff is open in the Soo because it's winter. Point, I can't even pronounce that. Point Icarus, I don't know. It's a really cool lighthouse. So out there's Whitefish Bay. They say that if the Edmund Fitzgerald would have made it to Whitefish Bay, it would have survived and not broke apart. But that's actually a really interesting story, the Edmund Fitzgerald. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna get Nate to go with me. We're gonna go to the Mackinac Bridge and explore that. So
the next day.
I was born ready.
Hopefully the mic's on. I've done that before. I've recorded like 15 minutes of video with no mic on. All right, so we are going to go to Mackinac Bridge. It is, what, 50 minutes-ish from the house. We're gonna go explore a little bit. I'm not sure what all is open or what we can get to because of the snow, but we'll find out. Actually, I forgot to introduce you. Whoops. So this is Nate. Nate is, you might have, well, you didn't really see him. Well, in the shop video, he was my my test dummy when the hot was hooked up. So he was the one that flipped the switch to the new shop. So he's still here, so it worked. So there's the bridge. We're quite a ways away from it, but we can't really go any closer because there's water. We're being rebels. The sign says keep out, but we're not keeping out. We're gonna walk right up to the water. We are in St. Ignace, which is just north of Mackinac, basically across the bridge. We're gonna go get a nice view of the bridge. This is Bridgeview Park in St. Ignace, Michigan. So in the spring, summer, when there's no snow, this would be a lot more enjoyable because you can drive like right up to it. But we're gonna get a nice view of the bridge. Bridgeview Park, dedication June 12, 2002 by the Mackinac Bridge Authority. 5 people died building that. They did it's a really cool, documentary video on it. It's pretty cool how they build it. But there you go, there's the Straits of Mackinac. And the very large suspension bridge that connects the upper and the lower. Again, everything is closed because it's winter time, so it's freaking cold. We come across the bridge, so now we're on the north side of the very tip of Michigan in the lower part. But this is kind of cool. I heard really cool things about this when I read online. So this is like a fort, like a legit fort that they basically, you can come and visit and they dress up like old ye times, you know, and they role play with you and all that. It's kind of cool. It's right on the water, so it represents, or I guess there was a fort here back in the old times. So it's kind of cool. I wish I could go in there, but nope, everything's closed. Except that gift shop, it's open. Looking around online, I think there's like, we may go underneath 75 to the other side, and there might be like a lighthouse or something over there, but nothing is open. Like everything is not plowed. It's all seasonal, so they don't worry about plowing it or nothing. So we really don't have a lot to view. What is that? Mitchell, I don't know. I give up. It's like a diesel trying to start in the cold. Mitchell.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to say that. Like, Mackinac?
I don't know. Like I said, it sounds like a 12 valve trying to start in the winter.
That's a rough one.
Mitchell Malacca. Oh, in all seriousness here. Mitchell Mackinac. Mitchell Malacca. Mitchell, whoever's Mitchell.
Mackinac?
What is it? Mackinac Point Lighthouse?
Yep.
So once again, it's not open. Nothing is open. So there it is. It's really pretty. Good view of the bridge. Nice lighthouse. So we're going back across the bridge north, back to the upper part. Overall, not too exciting during the winter. Not a lot to do in the Sault or Mackinac unless you have a snowmobile. So definitely recommend the summertime over the winter time. Oh, by the way, just to let you know, I figured this. I did some math yesterday. 2 months that we're here.
Yeah.
This is our 6th winter test. We have been here a year of our lives.
Yeah, we have.
When can you consider us Yoopers? Appreciate everybody for watching the video. Hopefully this winter goes quickly. We're about halfway done already because I want to go back home and work on my cars.
Same.
Yep. So appreciate everybody for watching, and I think we'll see you next time.
Like and subscribe.
Eric, see ya. All right, yeah.